promise tomorrow. Someone live like it's the last night. Like it's the last night. If the world was ending, I'd wanna be next to you. If the party was... Wouldn't it be nice if we could wake up in the morning when the day was... Well, I'm getting it, bro. My bad, Justin. I'm getting it, broski. Okay, hold on real quick. Fucking slacking. I'm sorry, boys. I was playing the video game with my son, so we're slacking a little bit right now. But I'm here. Here. Let me get this shit going. I just woke up from a dream.
Start the event, brother.
Yes, sir. I am here. Let me see. All right. Hold on. Get that down. All right, hold on right fast. Now I got to do one thing. I know y'all can't hear me in the Discord. Hold on. All right, somebody just burped loud than a bitch on here. Hold on. Hold on. Hey, can y'all hear me in here?
Yeah, we got you.
Boy, who just burped louder than a bitch in here?
That was Raz. Okay, what did you want to name the stage channel?
Oh shit.
It's Chill Vibes.
I usually just put Bickering with Blickies, boys. On here. The stage channel.
Bickering with Blickies, and then it's underneath that it says Chill Vibes.
In here.
That's like the actual stage name.
That was Raz. Okay, what did you want to name the stage channel?
It's Chill Vibes.
I usually just put Bickering with Blickies, boys. On here. The stage channel. Wait, hold on. I got
Bickering with Blickies, and then it's underneath that.
Okay, I had double audio. There it is. All right. Y'all can hear me in the Discord, right? Shit, I don't know. Weave, can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go. We're
okay,
good.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I just fucked something up. Did you hear me whenever I said the stage channel?
Yeah, I got it. I got it all fixed up for you.
Okay, sweet. My bad, bro. I had
change it without
All right.
Like shutting it down.
We here, boys.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, it's by the disconnect button. Go under more options. You can hit change topic.
Damn. Causa Steam Gamer Casual. Again, damn, boy, my dyslexia came out bad just now. I said Causa. Casual Steam Gamer said his father is in prison. My daddy did a little stint too. It be like that sometimes. Be alright. How's everybody's week going?
It's cold, dude. It's cold outside, man.
Shit, boys, they talking about we supposed to get 3 inches of ice and about 8 inches of snow, and I can't fuck with it. They said,
I already got the dually loaded up. I got a bunch of salt on there. I got the shovels, got everything because my buddy already put me on standby in case I need to run up there.
Yeah, I got the truck ready.
Birth cabins.
I got the truck ready, full of gas. I got the generator. I got a few gas cans here. They say they said if it's 3 inches of ice, it's automatic. We losing power. Is there any truth to that, boys?
You guys are used to it a little bit more than the southern states, but that's why he paid me to go on standby is because he's got cabins out in Gatlinburg that if they lose power, people might die. So
yeah, that's what they said. They said this is gonna be loss of life. I'm scared as shit. But we got the generator and the wood burning stove, so I still have the PS5, internet, one light.
Be fine.
I'll be able to keep the refrigerator running, and we'll be warm. I think we'll be Gucci. I think we'll be Gucci. But yeah. Weave, what about you,
I
bro?
hear
How we living?
I'm not too worried. It's just gonna be really cold.
Weave
The
ain't
wind
never
chill's
been
supposed to
worried
hit like
about
negative
shit.
22 or something. It's just gonna be cold.
And then I mean, how's your week going, bro? We cooling? You having a good week?
It's not too bad, dude. It's flying by. Just
It is
working,
going by quick.
doing
It is going by quick, bro.
funeral stuff, whatnot. But it's flying.
Funerals, funeral stuff's always bad, bro. I hate planning
you know it's
that.
cold when they start saying that trees are going to start exploding.
Trees are gonna start exploding.
There's a warning going on too for a little bit northern, like
Oh
up by Great
hell,
Lakes and shit.
ain't no good. All right,
Sure, that's supposed to get down to trees gonna start blowing up.
and Yoko said the week needs to go by quicker. All right, yeah, it's a good mic for the money. I'm sorry, I can't read that shit, bro. Y tracked, I think. Yeah, it's a good mic for. All right, and last but not least, my dog Rusky. How's your week going, bro?
It's going, man.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
fucking
all.
tired.
Shit, I know that's right, boys. I gotta work Saturday. Well, if it snows, I ain't gotta work. But yeah,
It's
yeah,
supposed to be like it's supposed to have a negative 50 feel like temperature.
Oh, fuck that, bro. Fuck that shit. Fuck
You up by the lakes?
It's supposed to get bad.
Jeez.
all right, boys. Let's stop the small talk with the weather. Justin, I seen you posted something, bro, in the chat. And you said Trump said that he wanted to take over Greenland. Did I read that correctly?
He's ranted and raved about this shit before though, but I forgot the whole reason why I put it in there. There was a devil's advocate role to it. That's why. So
Okay. Well, while we're on that, y'all remember a few months back, well, probably close to a year now, how it was at the beginning of Trump's term. I remember, and the only reason I took that serious, Justin, because I remember bros talking about wanted to take over Canada or make it the 51st state.
what he's doing. He's either really stupid and gets really lucky, or he is an ultimate fucking troll. Okay, because so what he's doing now is he's using it to pressure NATO to start fucking paying more money. Everything that he's doing is making other people pay more. So we lightheartedly fuck with Canada. Guess what? We get better negotiations with Canada because in the back of their heads they're like, fuck what? Um,
So you think he's just playing mind games with them?
I could be, or fucking either that, or he rattles shit off the top of his mouth and just gets lucky.
That boy, hey,
Lucky or really smart.
hold on really
But
quick.
he is a really good businessman, so who knows? Maybe a little bit of both. But I mean, this whole thing with Greenland, because he said this shit before, this is not the first time that the Greenland thing has been a controversy.
Yeah.
So it's like, but what came out of it? We just got done. Well, they're starting or just starting like their whole the thing where we send over all the planes and shit from NORAD and all that stuff. But I mean, the Arctic is melting, and we don't got icebreakers like that. The only people that have icebreakers like that is Russia. And guess who's right next door? Russia.
That's insane. So, and I know this probably off topic of what you was just talking about. What's the why? So why on and I've on so and correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm correct, it's only on the United States maps. Why was the Gulf of Mexico changed to the Gulf of America?
Fully.
Say it again, Justin.
What's happening? She was like, "Fuck that! It's the Gulf of America now," and they changed the map. Like
Yoko
fucking
says.
sweet.
Yoko
Sweet.
says, "Is the bickering with Blickies more politic based?" I don't know. We talk about whatever we want to on here, huh?
It's just kind of what's going on with the world,
Yeah, just a lot of times it be
Just
politic
whatever.
based. Yeah.
I know
There's a
that
lot of politics, a lot
the
of opinions on that.
I know that there's a theory going out that the Gulf of Mexico was changed to the Gulf of America because there was like sanctions on drilling in the Gulf of Mexico, but if you legally change the name, then it's no longer the Gulf of Mexico. So
All
now,
because
See, and Justin told me if oil is found, America gonna be the first one there. See,
knowing about the reserves in the Gulf of Mexico, we've always known about them, but it's like every couple of presidencies that go by,
did y'all lose
it
him
takes
too,
so long to
boys?
turn the drilling back. When that president's out of office, it's kind of like just starting to ramp up. Then the next president comes in and is like, "Oh fuck that, stop drilling." There is a lot of oil in the Gulf of Mexico or the Gulf of America, whatever you want to call it.
So you
So yeah,
think
maybe
it's
it was a loop. Yeah, the loophole.
so you think the drilling's just based off which president's in office?
Says
well,
drill and lifts it, they're gonna drill.
our access to uh, uh, fossil fuels, whether it be or even like natural gas, because I know a lot of natural gas pockets come from ocean drilling as well. Um, it is really how we get that form of fuel or product will differ based on the administration because some want to import it and not drill because they can't control other countries drilling, but they want to try to focus on, you know, uh, environmental conservation. And others are like, oh, okay, well, no, let's look at the cost of these products for our citizens, and it'd be better if we could get those ourselves and export to make some extra money and make life better for our citizens. That's why uh, it wasn't like absorbing all of Canada into the United States, but Alberta wants to secede from Canada and become a part of America, and Alberta is where most of their natural resources are for Canada.
So let me get this straight. All this
Give up
shit,
Illinois and we take Alberta.
all this shit with Trump talking about make Canada the 51st state, Gulf of America, Greenland, it's all for oil.
Sources.
Probably.
It's natural
I
resources.
mean, Greenland
and
is also
security.
it's a
Yeah,
tactical
it's a
decision as
jump
well.
point.
Greenland is a solid defense.
That's
Being up
insane.
there,
How far is Greenland?
I did a little bit of research, and it's we've been trying to get Greenland for a long time.
Okay, how far away is Greenland from the U.S.?
It's just the northwest part of
Like
Canada.
tip of Canada,
So
yeah.
Holy shit!
Less than a
northeast part of Canada.
And it's
So
Alaska is on the
Can't say for
northwest.
facts, but probably less than the distance it'd take to travel like over to England.
that's insane. All right, boys, I'm
It's less
stupid as
than
fuck.
halfway. It's less than halfway to Europe. It's less than halfway to Europe.
That is
Technically.
insane. Okay, so
But
They did
when you look
cancel
at the
tariffs
yeah,
like
if
that.
you look at the land concentration on a map, where it goes like the tip of the top of the U.S., then Canada, then there's this big ass chunk which is Greenland, and there's this little dot that's Iceland, and then it's fucking Russia,
oh,
right next door.
that's
It's kind of like
insane.
it's almost like when you look at why the hell did they buy um Alaska? Because it's literally spitting distance away from Russia. So
My
if we get
question is
that,
how is he gonna buy Greenland? Like, what is he just gonna add it to the trillions in debt that we already are in?
why?
Like,
Well,
how are you?
it's not like our debt means anything. Everybody's about
He
ready
just
to
like
explode anyway.
what's he gonna actually give away to Greenland
So is
to like
Greenland?
buy it?
Is Greenland? It's all right. I'm sorry, boys, if I'm retarded.
How much
Or
is a
no, let's
country
don't say
worth?
that word. Is
We
Greenland?
bought Alaska from Russia, paid in full.
That's insane. We out
Russell
here.
Wood, we're just kind of vibing. We're just talking about random stuff. Right now, it's about Trump buying
Yeah, we're just
trying to
cooling.
buy and make the 51st country or
We
state
just
in the
cooling
United
tonight,
States.
bro. But all right, so boys, so Greenland is its
more
own territory,
territory.
right? It's completely separate from Canada, correct?
Owned by the crown.
Yeah, they
Greenland.
got like their own king and everything, I think.
But it all falls under fucking England or whatever, the same thing as Canada. Not England, but fucking one of them over there.
Trump is funny as fuck, bro.
But there's already been things that have came to fruition over this
We're gonna
last
buy
round
it.
of
We're gonna buy
there's-
Canada.
I'm sorry, boys.
Okay, look at the trade deals that came out of the whole "we're gonna buy Canada" shit.
Damn.
We ended up getting a whole bunch of deals that worked in our benefit. And he's already, it's already it like how you said earlier. We've like it being the jumping point. Like we need it to be practically because from what
Strategically,
I understand.
it's a great decision. Yeah, buy it. But I mean,
Well, for his Golden Dome, for the Golden Dome that he's talking about is part of the other reason. And if we're right there and the ice caps start melting up north, like China and Russia have already like put little baby flags under the ground underneath the ice caps. There's a lot of fucking natural resources up there. A lot.
That's insane.
well, if they dig really, really, really deep, they're gonna find a little flag down there with a W, and that one's mine.
So the only thing I'm really fucking hearing is every time there's some oil found, we right there on that bitch. Or anytime there's oil being talked about. That's that's really what I'm hearing, bro. That's funny as fuck.
But I mean, it's not just about oil. It's strategic.
Yeah,
like
I
if
understand
we
the
control,
Greenland. I understand the Greenland.
I say, I mean, well, if we control the oil, because I know right now it's like I think it's like 70% of China's oil is purchased from Venezuela and Greenland.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
So if you chop those away from China, then they're gonna have a hard time like maintaining their infrastructure. So then they're forced to start buying oil from maybe someone that they don't want to associate with, like us.
That's what I was gonna ask. Do you think that they would, if it came to that, they would buy oil from us?
They don't have a fucking choice. So, like, I mean, because then even if anything, I think something, a natural disaster or something catastrophically wrong would go wrong with their dams or whatever, where they get a bunch of their hydropower from and stuff, and like things would just miraculously fall our way, like it always does.
I guess.
But you got to think about it this way: 5.56. 5.56 round players all play with guys that all run 5.56. All the guys that run AK-47s, they all like to play and trade with guys that run AK-47.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess
the comm blocks want to stick with the comm blocks.
I guess really my main question would be: is there not another country that's a major producer of oil that China would be able to purchase oil from, or that would only leave us? I'm sorry, boys. I'm slow on this subject.
Oil.
Any like it's the major players that have that they would have to buy it from.
Okay.
Like I know that they get oil, I believe, from Iran. But like losing a giant percentage of their what's the word I'm looking for? I lost it. Of the stuff that they bring in, of their imports.
Okay.
Losing 70% of their imported goods is not something that you can broker with a handful of countries to try and regain that loss. So at least in the short term, you would have to
you'd have to subsidize.
You'd have to subsidize a deal with a bigger country. Maybe they could make a deal with Russia, the UK.
So it's just all
literally
right now.
anybody but us, but it would never be enough to recover the loss of import.
Tim be cracking me up. Tim said he
As
would
long
use
as
that
we're
for him.
talking about, as long as we're talking about the U.S. and oil, here's the biggest reason why it's becoming so prevalent, in my opinion. So we all know about BRICS, right? And what BRICS is trying to do. So BRICS is a whole bunch of these nations like Russia, China, Iran, India. Is it either India or Pakistan? I always my dyslexia fucks up those two all the time. I forget what side we're really on, but I forget. So and shit like and Brazil, right? So all of them want to get the fuck off the dollar. They all want to get. That's the whole point of BRICS is to get off the dollar. The only reason why the dollar hasn't crashed and burned right now is because oil is traded in the dollar.
Okay. While we're on currency,
So if all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, we're gonna use this, we're gonna use that, we're gonna use this, we're gonna use that. The more that people shy away from actually paying for oil in the dollar or gold, like fucking the dollar loses its value.
that's insane.
Which is why we got to go in and be like, oh no, we're the world police for it. Like, no, it's not. It's us protecting the value of the dollar so it doesn't fucking crash and burn because it ain't worth shit right now.
While we're on currency, what currencies are worth more than the dollar, the U.S. dollar? Let me look it up.
The euro.
That's what I was gonna. The euro's worth more.
Anything that's actually physically backed. Like they said that they were going to physically back BRICS with physical gold, which would in turn make it more valuable than the U.S. dollar, technically,
Holy
if
shit.
anybody wanted to recognize it
Okay, it says
and use it.
the Kuwaiti dinar. one Kuwaiti dinar is worth $3.25, and then
Got a
the
fuck ton of oil.
say it again, Justin.
Because Kuwait's got a fuck ton of oil. Do you not remember that?
That's insane.
We watched that whole thing happen live.
That is fucking insane.
We were young, but this shit happened during our life.
And then the euro, €1 is ranging between $1.05 and $1.15, and that's the damn. I did not think that there was this many currencies worth more than the U.S. dollar. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Rates though.
The pound.
That's not really saying that much. That's not including purchasing power though, because that's just the exchange rate. Your actual physical purchasing power is something different.
Okay. All right, boys. I kind of want to swap over. That was a good discussion. I kind of want to swap over a little bit to something. I saw a video the other day, and I kind of want to touch on it a little bit, and kind of, just change topics a little bit. But so I saw a video the other day. This man was driving down the interstate. I don't know where it was. It was just a video on Facebook. This man was driving down the interstate, and he had 100,000 cash with him, life savings. He said he claimed it was his life savings. So the cops pulled him over. They searched his car based off they had a dog hit the money, I guess. I don't know if I know they got dogs that search specifically for money, but I don't know if the dog hit a drug off the money, because we know money changes hands a lot. So therefore they had probable cause to search the vehicle. They found this man's money. They didn't find no drugs, no nothing else, just his money. He explained to them that was his life savings, and they confiscated the money. So
wasn't he a Marine or an ex-Marine?
I think he was the Hispanic. He was a Hispanic guy with glasses, right, Justin?
I think that was the one that homeboy was a Marine, and like it's fucked up. If it's the one I'm thinking about, I don't remember all the details, but it's fucked up.
That's what it is. Okay, I don't want you to remember. I just want to ask, like, where is the legal justification coming? Because from what I understood, is if you ride around with the big lump sum of money, and the police, and you don't got no receipt or reason why you got it, the police can essentially confiscate it. So is there any true backing to that? And if so, why is that the case?
Well, I think that's the same reason why, if I leave America, I don't think I can take like more than like $10,000 worth of jewelry and cash with me.
I didn't have no idea till I saw that video. Like, dude was in the video crying and everything. I was like, that's kind of fucked, bro. Like, he's telling y'all that's his life savings, and y'all are still gonna take it. And so how?
I never.
Go
I
ahead,
didn't
Weave.
see
I'm
that.
sorry.
I didn't see that video, but as far as dogs, I know they're a dog. I don't know about dogs that can just like sniff out money,
Mm-hmm.
but also money does change hands so much. You never know. Like, so I don't think dogs would be able to sniff out. Like, say, I could get like a $1 bill that came from cartel 30 years ago that
Yeah.
went through the bank, and it has a
There
trace
is.
of cocaine on it or something. They're not gonna sniff that out.
Well,
And I know there's dogs that are trained to sniff out dye packs,
Okay. Okay. See, I don't know. I don't know nothing
which are
about it.
used to track stolen money.
Okay, so if there was a large, see, that's why I kind of get confused, I guess. So maybe, so you don't think a dog would pick up on a trace of cocaine on $1 maybe from like 30 years ago? What it, like I said, it was a large lump sum of money.
too
What if?
small. It's too small of an amount. Like, because I remember reading a long time ago. It said like over like 80% of paper money in the United States has traces of cocaine on it.
Holy shit! So would
And
now?
like if you
So
Google it,
I
it's
can see a
crazy.
dog. I can see a dog getting hit off a dye pack scent and recognizing that this was
I
like stolen money at one
well,
point.
well, our money is made out of very, very, very specific materials. So, like very specific cotton blends and dyes and everything like that. So I'm 99% sure because I've seen it all over the place too that there are dogs that can sniff out money as long as it's a certain amount of bills.
Well, that's fair, but I think it's more realistic to think the dog can sniff out the dye pack, which is specifically for like stolen money to track like robberies and stuff. Like banks put dye packs and they splash the money with the liquid, but you can bleach that stuff out,
I know
but you
watching a
can't get
dog
rid of like
bark
the
is.
scent of it.
I know watching a dog. We're kind of going down
I'm
a
sure
rabbit hole
dogs can
about the
sniff out
dogs.
money. Dogs are crazy.
Yeah, but like I got a blood tracking dog, and when she hits a
But like
trail,
also like
like
if
it ain't
you
no.
if I just went to the bank and I pulled out $30,000 in
You
cash to
can't
go
do
on my
that
way
no
to the
more.
dealership,
I'll tell you this right now. If you go to the bank and even if you try to get like $7,000 to $10,000, they're gonna be like, bro, you gotta come back in 5 days.
I don't know. I guess
you
it
gotta move
depends
to
on
a
the
different
Try
bank.
it.
state.
No,
'Cause
try it.
yeah, you
Try it.
I
gotta move
guess
to a
it
different.
depends on the bank
I
because
have.
Try
about
it. No,
five
like
years
I'm talking
ago I
10K
had
about
got.
out
federal credit
for a down
unions.
payment on this car.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
was.
and they're gonna tell you go to the dealer. Like, oh no, like we don't have that much cash. They're gonna tell you straight up, we don't have that much cash.
I am. You call bullshit if you want to. Like 5 years
That's
ago,
why I'm pouring my cash.
I had to get 7 bands out the bank to buy a side by side, and I just called them before I went up there and made sure I could get it out. But I got
Yeah,
it that day.
you can get it. You can get your money.
Depends, man. A lot of people are having a hard time. Like, I mean, like
See,
I've had a hard time before, and I've had with the same exact bank rolled up and got 10 grand. So
I mean, that's insane though. Like, does that not make you scared? It fucks me up a little bit.
that's why I keep balancing the same.
I mean,
That's
I
super
don't.
restrictive. I feel like they shouldn't be able to do that. But I get
No,
it. Like,
no, it's because they really some of these banks, depending on where you live, I think that's a big deal too.
I
Like a
have
lot of them
seen
just don't
like
fucking have it.
I have seen like a girl at the bank before. I have seen a girl turned down before, but that was with a different bank. She was trying to get all of her tax returns out of the bank, and they was like, "Fuck," and it was like $10,000. You could tell she one of them. Had about 6 kids,
I need a
about three
fucking.
different
I need
baby
to.
daddies. And she was
I
one of
need.
them.
I was just about to say. I need 6 kids, 3 different baby mamas, and a
Yeah,
broken back. Like
she was,
shit.
you could tell she was up in that bitch hot too. I was like, damn. I was like, just use your debit card, baby. You ain't got to be up in here causing a scene. But yeah, I don't know, boys. That's kind of scary to me to put your money in a bank and them tell you no, you can't have your own fucking money. That's kind of
Like
scary to me.
I'll tell you. I'll go on a little bit of a side quest. So before me and my wife got married, so we've known each other since we were in our 20s, and we're in our mid 30s now. And we've on and off, and like we got married like what fucking pushing almost 10 years ago. But like moving from our last place to here, she went to go get a pair of socks out of my drawer, and she opened it up and found a bunch of money rolled up in the sock. And lucky for me, I hate to say that she's not the brightest one out there, but she's not. Because instead of her going and looking in the rest of the socks, all she did was come up to me and be like, yo, what the fuck is this? And I'm just thinking in my head, like, oh, this is the only one you opened? Because when I work for cash, I just save my cash. And if I sell something for cash, the cash just stays cash.
That's I don't. So what?
The cash kicking around, but it's like
She thought you was trying to hide money from her.
Well, and no, she really didn't care about that because she makes good money, and she thought that I made. And I'll be honest too, like, I mean, my wife don't listen to this shit because if she did, she would lose her mind. But like, I mean, for like 4 years straight, she thought I made like $15 an hour, which was an absolute fucking lie. Fucking lie.
Well,
Like I made like 3 times that. Like,
why did she think you made 15 an hour, Justin?
Because she asked me one day, and I was like, "Oh, I make 15." Well, when like I make $15 an hour.
Oh,
You know, like shit.
Justin, you're wild as fuck, bro.
Like we didn't have kids or anything, so it was just like your money was your money, my money's my money. We pay the bills,
Okay.
Sure. So
let's kind of change topics a little bit here. Then I don't want to get none of y'all in trouble. Okay, Justin, I know y'all are married. Rusky, I know you got a new old lady now. And I don't know the dynamic of does Lynn's work? Or she stay at home mom?
She's more stay at home mom, but she does do a little side gig.
Okay, so this would be a perfect question for you and really Justin that has a shoe on the other foot. Is your money y'all's money, Weave? And if we're getting too personal, Weave, you don't got to answer.
No, I can answer that, yes.
Okay. Justin, what about you? Is your wife's money?
Technically, well, here I got to explain something first. So I'm still than my wife with money, but at the same time, I'm shittier than my wife with money. So when it comes to, do I have access to my wife's primary fucking bank account? I mean, technically I do, but do I touch it or do I even dare to look at her or say, do I freaking look at it? No, I don't, because it's not mine. But it's like, but then when it's like, it's like, hey, I'm gonna go grocery shopping today. All right, boom, transfer over the amount of money. And then, like I make sure because I'm better at that shit. Like my wife will just go down to the nearest freaking grocery store and just buy shit. Like, no, that's not how you shop. First of all, like, okay. I can do it way better with. I don't know, but yeah, I'm sorry, I'm rambling. But
you're good. You're good, bro. You're good.
It's her money until it's not.
So what about you? So does Lynn have like a card to your account? And like I said, boys, if we're getting too personal at all, just don't answer the shit.
Yeah, all of our accounts are linked.
Okay. So I see.
So we both have cards with our names to it and everything to our accountant.
So
it's
so if y'all know, like y'all are
pretty even relation.
So y'all know, and then like I'm sure there's a lot of people that have been with the
channel. She's better with money. First off, let me get that right off the bat. She's way better with money.
Women are, bro. But yeah, so I'm sure a lot of the people that like subscribers and stuff that's been with the channel for a while know like I'm the main breadwinner of the family, and Chas is a stay-at-home mom. And I don't mean to say I'm sorry, bro. I shouldn't ask that question earlier. Like, does she work? If she's a stay-at-home parent, she does work. And watching Chas, yeah.
Thank you for saying that. Hey, thank you for saying that, bro.
I got you, bro.
Thank you.
But yeah, so I just said that I just noticed like a lot of women who are stay-at-home parents or men. I don't really see it from men that are stay-at-home parents, which is very few and far between. But the majority of women that I see that are stay-at-home parents, whenever I say and I've never had a problem. This is just how me and Chas have always operated. Whenever I say Chas doesn't have access to my account, they look at me like I'm fucking crazy. It's not because I don't want her to have access to my account. It's just she's never asked, can I have a card to your account or anything like that. It's just always been like, if she needs something, I just will cash app her the money, or like.
See, so basically, the way that you and yours are working is the way that me and my wife are working.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, hey, like, yeah, I'm gonna go grocery shopping. Like, I know you got paid today or yesterday or whatever. Like, I'm gonna go grocery shopping. She'll be like, all right, well, what, like $250 good? And I'll sit there and I'll giggle and I'll go, yeah, it's good. Because guess what? I don't even need that much. And you know what I'll do with the rest? I'll do the little shit that she never asks a question. Like, oh, like, how come the oils always change? From the fucking change from that part of the budget, or
I guess the point that I'm making is like, Chas is cool with it, and like, you see how smooth you are with, like, it don't phase you. You just understand, like, she gives me the money like, whenever it's time to go to the store. But like, I've been like cussed out, like, even not cussed out by my mama, but even my own mama, like, she don't got access to your bank. And it's not, like I said, it's not that I don't want her to have access. It's just never been something that's at the top of my.
It's never been an issue because you guys have a great fucking relationship, and and shit works.
So that's what I mean, and that's what I guess I'm kind of asking Weave and Rusky, like, what's y'all's take on, like, is that a good way to move, or do y'all think that if a woman is a stay-at-home, and I'm not saying like she should or shouldn't, I honestly don't care, I'm just saying like what works, and I've just been attacked, like what works for us, and I just been attacked for it by multiple different women. But I guess I'm really just asking, like, is a guy that doesn't particularly give access to his wife, to his bank account, unguided or just unsupervised, is he wrong for that? As long as he takes care of her and not leaving her like fucked up. Weave?
I mean, I personally, like, I don't think that it should be your money, my money. I think that it is, yeah, just like Focus said, whatever works for your relationship, and communication is absolutely key. Like, between my girl and me, like, we'll be once I'm finally done with school, we'll be making pretty much about the same amount of money annually, but actually I'll probably be making a little bit more. But it's the way we're looking at it is, it's not I have this money and you have this money. It's we have this money.
Yeah.
Like, the way we see it is like, it's our house, it's our life. Anything that, if you want something, cool, we'll make it happen. If I want something, cool, we'll make it happen. It's a lot easier to go about life when you're doing it together and not trying to, live separate lives, especially financially.
I think that's why Chas has been so okay with it, because essentially what you said, like, if you want something or need something, you two will work together to make it happen. It's like I said, Chastity doesn't work a government job, and not a government job, but a tax-paying job, and bring in money. But like, the amount of money she does save me, and same thing for you, Justin, like the amount of money you save your wife. You know what I'm saying?
So much money.
Like,
so much fucking money, dude.
It's insane. So like, I definitely, like, if Chas wants something, like, she wanted a new car a couple of years back, we make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely 110% understand what you're saying, Rusk, and I 110% agree. I was just wondering more or less why. I guess it's just the whole feminist movement. But like I said, I was just wondering more or less why I got attacked for it. Shit. Like every
I
woman
think the
I have
females.
had.
I feel like those females all came from the era where like with my parents. Like as soon as they got married, everything went like joint.
Yeah,
You know, everything was joint. Everything was joint. Like, you know, it's
that's how
like
it was with my
I
mom and
started to
stepdad.
notice. I started to notice when I was already an adult, and my parents were basically just holding on for my sister to get to the age to where that they could get a divorce and my sister wouldn't lose her shit. You know, and like if I needed money for something or whatever that or like because I always had jobs and shit by the time I was that age, like even in
Yeah,
high school, you know, I'd go to my mom and I'd be like, yeah, you know, like, hey, I'm gonna be making some money this weekend with your brother or whatever, you know, like I'm gonna make a couple $100. Like, can I get $50 put in my pocket and I'll pay you back? She'd be like, oh, well, I ain't got it. Go ask your dad. That's when I was started to notice, like, oh, the finances are splitting.
yeah, yeah. Like so, like as far as that goes, like I handle the finances. I pay all the bills and stuff. And that could be like part of the issue why I be getting, like I said, like all the bills go through me. There was a time where I would just let Chaz pay all the bills and I just give her the money for them. And when we moved, for whatever reason, I just took it back over. But I just say that, like, so whenever Cairo or Kane wants something, she's like, go ask your daddy. But that's not because she can't say yes or no. Like a lot of times I'll send them straight back in there and say ask your mama, because it's like if I got it, it's not an issue. I'll give it to him. But
Yeah, but you see how quick that you're teaching your children that there's that every little decision is a joint decision in this household when it comes to you children.
that is
Just by
important. Yeah.
just by her going like go ask your daddy. And then when they come into the room and they ask you, you basically tell them like I don't give a shit. Ask your mom. Like if your mom says it's cool, then it flies.
Yeah.
Like that is low key teaching them like, hey, look, like we're doing our parental shit. Like
That's funny. That's funny as fuck, Justin. That's slick how I be. It's not that I don't give a shit. I just be, they say men are one track minded. So when I be focused on something, or like, if I got, like y'all know the snow, we got, like we've been talking about earlier, the weather's coming. So if I gotta make sure I gotta get a certain amount of wood to chop up for 2 weeks because I don't want to be outside in the snow chopping, and I'm really focused on that. Usually, that's the times that she'll tell him to come ask me shit because she knows I just don't. She knows I don't give a fuck. But yeah, I come to realize that's I be getting a lot of shit snuck by me that way. But like I said, boys, it's a privilege to be able to take care of a family. I know. Like I know Rusky, I know too. Y'all are some of the most giving motherfuckers I know. But just the way you feel, like after you can bless somebody, or you you ain't think you could get the shit done, but then you got the shit done. That's the best feeling in the fucking world, boys. Yeah, we kind of just bullshitting around tonight, boys. Y'all got anything, Weave, Rusk?
Nah, I couldn't have said that shit better myself. As far as who's working and who's not working, like yeah, it doesn't matter how much money you're making, how much money you get. And if somebody's working, they're doing it for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like yes, in my mind, yeah, I should be the one providing for my family, and I am, and I do that.
Focus. That's the
But if
realest.
if
I'm
my
sorry. We
if
go
my
ahead, bro.
wife wants to go out and do something that makes her feel accomplished and like she's doing stuff, who am I to take that away from her?
Preach,
Plus
Weave.
so here's the thing
also just
on
gives me
the
extra money to spend on shit that we both like.
Preach, Weave.
It's a win-win.
yeah, it is a win-win, but it's like like I live literally halfway across the country from the rest of my fucking family. And I did it because I needed that to grow the fuck up. And stop sucking the tit and fucking man up and do my shit. And then go figure, just as soon as I did it, then I had kids and everything, and it's like, holy crap, I need the tit. Like it'd be nice to have grandparents to drop the damn kids off to every once in a while, but like just not happening.
Yeah.
and like
Racer,
it
what's up,
lit
bro?
like I did the whole working while having both of these kids that are not of age to go to school or anything like that and all that shit, and it's like, man, like I'm literally paying, like even if I make fucking $250 a day, like 75% of it's still going to childcare.
Sheesh,
That's
you ain't
fucking
lying.
wild. So you know what? I'd rather sit at home all day long, sing the fucking ABCs and count to 30 and teach my kids manners and how to be decent human beings, compare and how to put their fucking pants on correctly, and tie their shoes,
One leg at a
compared to being out making there's just lines to it all, man. And like, cause I got a job offer a couple of days ago, and like I called my mom about it, and my mom was like, "Yeah, like, and it was for an armed security position because I possess licensing in the state I live in, and she's like, "Yeah, it's good fucking money." She's like, "But it's kind of not worth it. Like, it's a little dangerous. You're not as young as you used to be, and like." I don't know how many 3-year-olds know as much shit as your 3-year-old does. And your 3-year-old was not doing that good for a long time. Like my 3-year-old didn't start talking till like late. Therapy up until like 3 months ago because like he didn't have words. Now all of a sudden words. Like it's just there's so many variables to it. There's so many variables to it that it's not. This isn't a whole blanket situation. And sometimes you just gotta suck it up to be the family person.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Like
sir.
money
That's
isn't
true.
everything, but it fucking sure is nice to have.
Shit, you ain't
You
lying.
know,
You ain't
it's
lying. You
it's
ain't never told a lie.
everything. So as long as you're not living above your means or anything like that, like I have a firm belief that at least we still live in a society to where you can have a pretty wholesome life if you keep your head out of your ass and you do the right things. You can have a fucking pretty wholesome life, and that's a beautiful fucking thing.
Beautifully said, Justin. Beautifully said. Rusky, can I ask you a personal question?
Shoot,
Do you plan on having children?
that's a ongoing conversation.
Okay, okay. Okay. I ain't gonna jinx it. That's all. I was just wondering. I just wanted to know if it was being conversed about. Conversed.
That
Yes.
was
Hold on. Shit.
that was one of the first conversations that she and I ever had. We hit all the big ticket items uh like right off rip.
Good deal. Good deal. So
Are
you,
we back?
That's an
Welcome back.
amazing thing right there.
you
That's a
know,
great way to base. That's a great way to base any kind of because that'll tell you right off rip whether or not she's going to be a friend, be a partner. Like it'll tell you the status of everything right there. Like that's a beautiful thing, man.
yeah, bro.
Because
That's
like my whole family always thought like, damn, he would be a great dad. And like I hear this from like all my aunts and uncles and cousins and shit and second older cousins and stuff. They're like, damn, he'd be a great dad, but I don't think he's ever gonna do it. And then I did it, and it's like, oh shit,
that. I
why
think
is get
that's
off
why. I think that's why a lot of the new like relationships have such a short lifespan now. Is because Focus said it best. Rusky said it best like 20 minutes ago, bro. Communication is key. I just don't think I think people paint a picture at the beginning of a relationship of what they want to be instead of like what they actually want. So like just to give an example, like if Rusky didn't want kids, and I'm just using you as an example, Rusky, but went in that bitch and wholeheartedly said, "Yeah, I want kids," just because his old lady said she wanted kids, and then 2 years later, whenever she's ready to settle down and have kids, Rusky's like, "Man, I don't want kids." That's where I notice a lot of rifts and shit in like relationships, and that's just because we watch a lot of like 90 Day Fiance and reality TV. Not to mention you see a lot of your own family members' relationships falling apart, and shit be depressing to watch, bro.
You gotta be able to take a little bit of and like this might not be the right wording of it, but like a little bit of like religious aspect to it, and be like, or more of a rounded approach, like fuck what this relationship is gonna do for me. What are me and this other person gonna make out of making each other's lives better?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Because
Yes,
because
sir.
me and you are gonna sit down and be like, yo, we're gonna do this shit together. Like, what's the shit that we can do? Get out of our way. Get out of our way, because we ain't playing. Get out of our way.
Weave, you good,
You know,
bro?
you gotta push the little hand button at the bottom.
I can argue too, though, before you can even take that step, you got to take a huge step back and look at yourself and ask yourself, what can I do to make myself better, to
That's what
make
I
us
was. Yeah,
better?
that's what I was saying. Essentially, at the first, is
Dude,
like,
bro, that's a hard thing to do, man.
yeah,
That's a
that's what I
hard
was
thing.
saying.
Like,
Like,
self-realization is hard for men.
you
For men,
really
it's
gotta
hard.
know. You really gotta know like what you truly want for yourself, and that's why shit, boys. I'll be the first to tell you. Me and Chastity met when we were 16, so it's a lot of shit that like I was a child when we met. We've been together for 10 years, so it's a lot of shit that we both changed our mind over that did cause issues because we didn't have those conversations. But like, I don't know. I grew up and my mom was she dated a lot of guys, and I didn't have my dad in the house, so I always was like, when I have kids, no matter what, I'll make sure I'm there. And it's not like I'm forcing myself to be here. I love them. I love my wife. Like, obviously, I wouldn't want to be with nobody else in the world. But I'm still saying, like, in today's day and age, especially, you're gonna have your differences on how to raise kids, on how you want to live your life, and that's all that shit. And if you like have kids, if you want to be married, like all that shit needs to be spoken about prior to starting a serious relationship or committing to it.
I'll tell you one thing about life that I find wild. So, like, I told you we got married and everything, and we didn't have kids like quite right away or whatever. But
Mhm.
we've known each other pretty much forever. And like, I would, when I was making really good money and my wife finally finished school, like, I still have a couple of friends, buddies from the bars and shit I used to go to that still I'm close with to this day. And they laugh when they come over and they see me with the kids, because they're like, bro, we would get shit faced drunk, and you would literally sit there and be like, yep, my wife's finally done with school. I finally paid it all off and everything. Time for me to sit back and take my 5 years as a stay-at-home dad. Time for me to go on 5 years vacation. And then you know
Wow.
what the fuck life did? Got jokes. I got hurt, and I'm a fucking stay-at-home dad.
Yes,
Life's got
sir.
jokes.
Yes,
But you know
sir.
what? Like, it's also, it meant to come out different. But
That's the way it goes, bro. That's the way it fucking. You got a funny story. I always in 8th grade, I had this girlfriend. I ain't gonna say her name, but I had this girlfriend in 8th grade, and so it was weird. It was weird, bro. I never broke any bones or anything in my whole life. I played football, sports my whole life. I broke my thumb. I broke my thumb one time, and then after this, I was a fucking train wreck. It all started happening fast as fuck. Anyways, this girl, we was just young and stupid, and now that I think about it, it's retarded. Well, I'm detarded. Don't let me say that word. It's kind of cringe to think about. But this girl, she I don't know what it was. She was a weirdo. She liked my collarbone. She liked the way my collarbone popped out of my chest. And I always used to joke and be
is it
like,
because you had a broken collarbone? Is that why?
"Yeah, I know, Justin. I didn't
Let that
break it
man do his
until
story.
bro. I did not break that motherfucker literally until she said that shit. I swear. And then like 2 weeks after the shit, it's starting to get better, starting to heal where I can move a little bit. And now the motherfucker just protrudes, and it still does to this day. I went out and was playing tag football, and turned into tackle football, and I broke the motherfucker again, boys. And I just never went back to the doctor after that. And the motherfucker's all crooked and shit, and it pops out, and it hurts when it rains. I just thought that was a funny story. Just like
Is it your left side or your right side?
my left side.
My left one is just the same exact way.
That's
It's
fucking
just
insane.
extra armor plating covering your jugular. You're good, dude.
Hey, thank God that I sold her my rifle on my right side, not my left.
That's some insane shit, bro. I ended up literally after that, after that I went to freshman year of high school. I fractured my left ankle that year. And then the year after that, I ended up hurting my back. It something like the L2 or something got fucked up or some shit like that, and it was a big risk for me. I wasn't supposed to go back and do football anymore or nothing like that. And so Chastity was with me at that point, and she made me quit. But like after that, I was just a fucking train wreck. I'd never broke no bones until I broke
your wife saved your body from being potentially fucked up for life over some high school glory, bro.
I was trying to play baseball.
Turn it up.
I know, but baseball too.
Yeah, but I know, but no, like she saved you from getting like, dude. Once you hurt your spine at that age, you're fucking
Justin, bro. When I tell you it was the scariest fucking moment of my life, I'll never forget. The dude's name is Blake Edwards. I'll never forget. And your whole life. Well, when I was young, playing football, when I first started playing football, it was the early 2000s. If you played Pee Wee football back then, you know the coaches was teaching you to hit with the crown of your fucking head. I'm talking about So
trust me, I knew what a chop block was when I was in third grade.
So
I knew what a chop block was.
Brashad, what's up, bro? Long time no talk. But yeah, so by the time I got to high school, the Concussion movie with Will Smith and all that shit came out, and they don't want us to hit like that no more. But I'm like, I've been playing football this way my whole life. So so we're at practice one day. I'll never forget the kid's name. He was a scrub. His name was Blake Edwards. I hit him with top of my head, and boys, I tell you, I instantly dropped to the fucking ground. I dropped to the ground, and I swear, God strike me down right now if I'm lying. For a split second, boys, I was scared as fuck. I could not feel my fucking toes. I was scared as shit. The scariest moment.
It sent a shock through your whole body.
The scariest moment of my whole fucking life. But yeah, after that was Chastity didn't want me to go back. I kind of wanted to, but I really was like, I'm proud of myself for being mature to understand that. But I really was like, I'm kind of done.
Maybe that was a cool thing that you were able to recognize. Maybe that was maybe a God coming moment to like, hey, like this is why we're not an asshole.
Real shit, bro. Real shit.
Like this is why we're not, because like, bro, like you told me, like I've heard so many stories about your life and shit, and like, and with your marriage and everything, and like you're fucking like, yeah, you're younger than me by quite a little bit, but like, bro, like you live a pretty fucking solid life, bro.
I appreciate it, dude.
Like maybe that was that moment that shit fucking clicked in your head, because I'll tell you what, man, I've had it click a couple times in my life, and I'd be a hell of a lot. It would have did me a lot better if it would have clicked the first fucking time. You know what I mean? Like, it would have saved me a lot of pain in the ass.
I done fucked off a few times, Justin. I ain't perfect. I appreciate the kind words, bro. But I done fucked off a few times. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Like, fucking, I guess freaking, because like I was lucky. Like, I was too big. I was a waist size 30 in 6th grade, so I couldn't do Pee Wee and shit like that. Like I was a big motherfucker. Like I was big.
Damn.
So, but then when I went into 9th grade, you know, after I slimmed down and like I was boxing and shit, you know, my dad was like, look, you're small enough now, like quote unquote, you know, to play football. And I went out there and I did that whole shit, and I was like, and I made the team, and I played a couple games, and I was like, nah. Because I have 2 cousins that went professional. One that still plays semi-pro, like and shit like that, and one that does practice stuff for the NFL. And like they told me, they were like, dude, go do something else. Go paddle a canoe. Go be a junior lifeguard. Like, don't do something that's gonna fuck up your body, because you're gonna regret it. You're gonna fucking regret it. And you know what? Thank God I listened, because my body's already beat up enough as it is. Imagine if I did sports on top of it.
Go. It just reminds us how old we're getting.
Shit, like, ain't lied once.
It's 40 degrees out, and freaking like I wake up and my ribs are aching, my knee hurts, my collarbone hurts, my finger don't work. I can't grip my gun right. Like fucking, like it's bad, dude. It's fucking bad,
you the
bro.
oldest of us all, dude.
It's bad.
You gotta wake up one morning. You just gonna crack. It's just gonna,
dude. Funny
and you just gonna like crack it in half.
Like,
gonna be like,
thank God I ain't never did no weird drugs. Yeah, thank God I never did no weird drugs or whatever in my life where it lives in your spinal cord and you get a fucking remembrance of it. Like, jeez, like that shit. Like, yeah, like freaking I got jump scared the other morning when my wife was coming home and it was cold. You know, I
He
had
said,
the
I heard
door.
an icicle crack and I pulled out the blicky.
Like, you know, I heard the door crack open. I'm sitting in the living room, and you know, I pulled over to grab, and I went to present. And I was like, "Ooh, this hurts!" Like, thank God it's my wife. Oh damn! Like, fuck me. Like, it's bad, dude. And I'm 35 years old, and I'm
Justin,
living
you
You
like I'm in
sounded
funny
his
as
like an
fuck.
40s.
old ass man. You sounded like you 65.
That's
I
what
had
Justin,
to
I'm
pull
saying.
the sled
It's
both
like,
ways uphill
dude,
bro
twice
is
every
funny as
day.
shit.
we walk uphill to and from school, walking uphill. Yeah,
Oh
it's
shit.
freaking like you don't want to know how many bones are broken in my body. Like, it's bad, but
Well, alrighty.
shit, like, it could
Shit,
have been
boys.
exaggerated.
We're coming up on about an
Sit back in
hour.
my day, Mount Everest touched the sun.
We're coming up on about an hour, boys. So, yeah, I think, boys, I appreciate y'all. That was some good shit there. I think we kind of bounced around, and I enjoyed talking about some different stuff there. So, yeah, boys, y'all
We
in the
pulled in
Discord,
some
man.
good, meaningful conversation too out of it. And like,
Yes,
I feel
sir.
very uplifted. This was like church
Yes,
at the end.
sir.
Like, thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Oh, always, bro.
I know you're trying to
Always.
get your closing remarks, but I had to get mine out the way
I
before I forget.
appreciate you for being here, bro. I appreciate you. Guys that were here last time, and for the guys that weren't, boys, we love y'all. Girls, the guys and girls that are here. We love everybody that's in that. We love everybody in the world, but particularly everybody that subscribed to us and that fucks with us, that fucks with the 2A rights.
Love you
But
more.
yeah, boys, I just want to tell y'all, like, who do we got at the end of the day if we don't got each other? So, me, Rusky, Weave, and Justin all came together, and CTV Tactical, we all came together and put together the mental health channel in the Discord. We have a live channel and a text channel where if you need help with anything, you just reach out. We've had one person reach out in there already. Not saying if y'all don't have to. If life's great, beautiful. I love to hear it, but I'm just want to let y'all know we are here for y'all. And shit,
And
I
if you
appreciate
ever
y'all.
if you ever need anything, like I put the notification to that specific thing, like my phone will scream at me, my phone will yell at me,
Yes, sir.
and like you know, like if you know there's something, if it's something that immediately jumps out at me, you know,
Yeah.
I'll be right on it, you know, and
I've been
like
trying to be
I'm in
be on
there,
it as well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
like I'm in on it.
Yes, sir. But
Let's hit him up with
Keep
them
pushing,
closing
man.
remarks, Blix.
I was gonna ask you, Weave, did you have anything any announcements or anything you needed to get off your chest before we got off?
Ain't nothing too crazy. It's cold, guys. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna stay cold. Make sure you guys stay warm.
Be careful. Rusky, you got anything, bro?
Same shit. You know, stay warm, stay safe, stay in a good headspace. If you need help, ask. We're all here for each other.
Yes,
Much
sir.
love.
Much love.
Oh, and as far I forgot about announcement. So I finally on my other channel. The only way that I'm not gonna put it here on YouTube, but if you guys are a part of the Discord group, go look at the general whatever. That's me that was talking about the subscribers today. So I got the amount to go live on there. I'm gonna be doing a meat breakdown by the end of the week, and I'm gonna be giving away a custom made knife by somebody that
Sheesh.
has been on Forge of Fire, and like it's not fucking cheap. Put it that way.
Make sure you
So like
drop dates and times and all that shit in the Discord, bro.
yeah, but well, I'm gonna do it for the. Well, I'm not gonna announce the giveaway like that. It's just gonna be the first time that I go live. Like if you one of the real ones and you get the notification and you're there,
Yes,
then
sir.
you're in the pool.
Yes, sir.
And you could just because, like, I'll be honest, it was a gift. It was a gift from him because I bought a lot of knives from him. So it's, you know, I'm just gonna pay it forward.
Good deal, good deal. Well, all right, boys. Y'all be sure if you're in the chat right now, go to the Discord, check out Justin's link, so that way y'all can get in on that. If there's not anything else, Justin, I love you. Rusky, I love you. Weave, I love you. Everybody in the chat, I love you guys. I appreciate
Much
y'all,
love.
and we will catch y'all next time on Bickering with Blickies. Peace out.